During the first 60 days at ServiceChannel, we are focused on getting to know the customer, getting to know what their goals are, and asking them a lot of questions to better understand what their needs are and why they're implementing ServiceChannel. So we really build off of what was discovered during the sales process. And some of the questions that we ask the client revolve around how much input they're looking for from ServiceChannel. Do they want to lean on the best practices and really rely on our guidance, or do they have strong business rules and preferences that they know they need to achieve? And so that right there will help drive the direction of that 60-day period during implementation. We ensure efficiency and an on-time delivery for our customers primarily through planning and communication. We provide all of our customers with a detailed project schedule after we've had a chance to review the sales documentation and all the information collected. We've met with the client and started to get to know them. We customize that plan based on what we've learned and based on what that customer has purchased and what they're looking to achieve during the implementation. That lays out a full plan to get them live with what they're expecting on time within their desired timeline. And so throughout that process, not only do we have to have that plan, but also clear and constant communication, whether that be between the customers, cross-functional teams who we're bringing in from time to time, or the other groups within ServiceChannel that help to support the implementation team and the implementation process as a whole. During implementation, a big part of what my role is to help the customers prioritize. And so we almost act as a conduit between the customer and the ServiceChannel software. So based on what we learn from them during the conversations that we have and the information that's been collected, we know what they need to implement in order to achieve their desired results. The customer might not know that. They might not know the name of the module or the exact process they need to configure, but that's what we're here for. And so we help them to prioritize the different elements of the implementation that we need to spend more time on, and we guide them through that process to ensure that they're actually getting the results that they're expecting at the end of implementation. We know that change management is hard, especially when there's people involved. And although, yes, ServiceChannel is a software, we know that on both the front and the back end of this, there are people. And so we work really hard to build a strategy with our customers to help them put a plan in place to get their operations teams buy-in. And so we work with them to identify what they do today. And so although they are implementing a new process, we also need to get to know what happens today before ServiceChannel, so that way we can help them identify the key differences in terms of what's actually changing for the operations team. And so we're able to really build a plan to put it in place in as easy a way as possible for them, to make sure that it works for them, that they're happy, but most importantly, that there's buy-in and that they're excited about ServiceChannel. The implementation process really approaches onboarding of external service providers with priority. We know that that is a huge element of using the ServiceChannel platform, and so a big part of our role during implementation is to make that as easy as possible for our customers. And so that's why it's one of the very first things that we start working on with them. We want to ensure that there's adequate time for all of the questions and depending on the volume of service providers to get them onboarded. And fortunately for ServiceChannel, we do have such an awesome marketplace where we have a number of service providers that are already working with various customers across our platform, so that always helps within the process. So the training process for ServiceChannel and the implementation integrates really seamlessly. It's actually a very key piece of an implementation. The training element is a multifaceted approach where we have training that is happening in parallel to our implementation discussions and meetings, and we're also scheduling end user training for those users that aren't as involved in the day-to-day of the implementation, but will ultimately be using ServiceChannel once it's up and running and live. So post go live, our clients can expect to see some pretty immediate results. And some of those results are easily measured within the platform and some of the tools that exist within ServiceChannel. And so typically we find that our customers start saving 20% of their time in their day-to-day managing work orders due to the efficiency and the visibility that ServiceChannel provides. We also find that their work orders are resolved faster due to better communication and visibility with their service providers. They also have better first-time completion rates. So not only is the work being done faster, but it's being done in one single visit. And a lot of that is due to the work done in implementation, where we're controlling exactly what the service providers see. We're setting it up to ensure that exactly what needs to be on a work order is on a work order. So the provider has the information immediately. So when they come on site, they're prepared to get the job done.